Welcome friends and traders. Let's quickly check the status of NQ market. Now this indicator we have is called 369 LT contract and midpoint price projections. You've seen this before through the lens of SPX. Now the most recent contract in second part of the year pinning at the equinox centroid is right here. So with that into account, it is finding the right balance point within this bar, which is harmonic in nature, which means if you have to simplify things, the price of 52, but the harmonics is 7 times 7 is 49. We are going to pin this to the natural harmonics of 49. So even if I am trying to pin this, here it is middle of nowhere. The green line is the pin, as you can see, the mid. It has nothing to do with anything you can think of because we are doing some harmonic spinning at this price point, which is automatically adjusting where the price really should be at, not the highs, not the lows. This bar is bar of time and price, and we are adjusting the starting point where we want to start the measurements from. Alright, so having said that, market has reacted to this 8 and 9, hidden number 89. See that? 89, 845, frequency of 89. Went to the tick, came down. Now the question is, where is it going? Now what we look at is the bar ranges right here. Now these are weekly bars. Looking at a big structure of the market. So if it is reacting from this 845, most likely it is going to go. Now, other part of the equation is also there, which is 515. So is it going to be blocked by this block on the upper end, the push block, or the pull block? There are different concepts here. We'll just, let's say in this three structural phenomena, either this is going to hold or this is going to hold as it drives down. Now this has to happen before September 20th. So what are we going to do? Well, we have taken the life of the contract of the quarter and we have done this analysis. If this is the high, the low should be coming at this frequency with the flip on either of these sides. What does that really mean? If I just go with the blind 845, which is right here, the 515 was the low, as you can see from this midpoint, and which is sitting right there. So if I take the reflection of these two entities and wait for this to show up, market might try to get to this point. Now depending on what's going on, but let's make an assumption. So it's gonna reflect from this guy or this guy. Alright, that is what we're gonna look for and see. Now when it gets there, we will make a decision. As I mentioned, we have 1, 2, 3, 4 weeks, 5 weeks, 6, 7 weeks. So in next 7 weeks, market could be bouncing in this structure. Worst case scenario, we have to flip this on the next block. We know these blocks. So I'll mark it. So if this one doesn't hold, most likely it might go and retest this. Now something has to panic the market. And what has to panic the market is macro events which are going to take place, which are already unfolding. So the buy levels are already established, the levels are there to the precision of this. Now this has to happen by September 30th. If not, we will recycle this to the third Friday of the equinox. And that is where the new contract will start. For it to get from where it is right now to here, it could move. It can 1 day, 2 days, it could be here 3 days, it could be here 4 days, 5 days. Days means in this case is weeks, right? So we have 7 weeks. In 7 weeks, 1 week, 2 week, 3, 4, 5, 6, right? It could be here, any of these places. And let's watch and track it. And obviously, you should track the tracking of the measured moves as we do from the VWAP on a longer term chart which we track. Have a look at that and see where this is most likely going to be heading. Now if it gets here, it's a great buy for you guys, right? If it gets here, it's a perfect buy. Alright, so this is how we're gonna play the probability game. Now nobody is stopping it to rally from here. If it does rally from here, remember there are only 2 probabilities. Macro event. Now these guys can take it over from here, push it down. So this guy is being tested, which broke this, initiated this, right? Now he's being tested. On his face, this guy means bullish. Bulls are being tested. His boundary condition is lower part is right here. If it cracks, this is again a bullish block, you can see. So this is a critical range, and this will enter and this will entice this guy. See that? It's all lined up automatically by the system. Well, the frequency you are using is 888. We are using frequency of 888 for the life of the contract. So let's watch it. Let's play with this. Thank you so much.